All right, hello everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to the anime recap. We're gonna go recap over that time I reincarnated as a slime, episode 4. The invitation, I believe. It wasn't too much going on, so and I think that gives me a perfect opportunity to give an announcement at the end of the recap. So stay tuned for that. Cool things coming. All right, so we start off. First of all, we start off with the gang bullying the low level adventures again inside the dungeon. Can't get enough of it. You got Rimuru, you got Mila, Bildora, and Ramirez. Of course, in their avatars down there just knocking out heads, planning on getting stronger, laughing, joking, having a good time. And then they're just like, waiting for they're like, "Oh, we're using this as a means to in case the green avatar comes back and we gotta fight them again." They just having fun. Get out of here, Rimuru. But what we did get to see, we got to see, we got to see Mommy Frey. Oh yeah. On the way back, Shooter pops in. She sees Rimuru, she sees Milam, like, "Yo, you guys got a visitor." The beauty, the beauty of Mommy Frey. Let's go. Walk in. He's in there. Calm, poised, relax. Sees Rimuru. Sees Milo. Oh, this is where you've been. Okay. Understand. So you've been ducking and dodging your responsibilities. What about the homework I gave you? And instantly, Rimuru, Ramirez, and Vildor sidesteps out of the way like we ain't catching these strays. Oh, no, 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 no. Uh-uh. And Mia's like, nah. But Rimuru is not out of the neck of the woods yet. Of course not. Because after Frey goes ahead and transforms her arm and drags Milam out and she's just in despair. Oh yeah, shoot us behind Rimuru like, so what have you been doing this whole time? And of course, Ramirez and Madura's like, well, but I think Madura's like, I'm about to go back to my cave or whatever and start studying magic. And Ramirez is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna join you. And then Rimuru is stuck, stuck in that situation and he understands how Milam feels now since they left her to hang. But yeah, for the most part, that was the most entertaining parts of the episode, to be honest, was that whole interaction and how cute it was and seeing Mommy Frey. Um, but we also got to see after that we dive into a meeting, of course. What Slime has been known for since what last season is is these meetings. This one it was the meeting didn't really get anywhere productive. You got to see them kind of going back and forth because basically we're at the nation with the humans, and it turns out the humans starts off they're like we can't allow this individual into the slime nation into our society or whatever. But then as they're like, no, we don't want the same thing to happen to us that happened to I think Felmuth or I believe it was they got destroyed. And they're like, so with this power, we got this demon lord that's trying to join us, and he also has uh Veldora as his pet, the storm dragon. So they come down to it and they're like, yeah, let's find a way to invite him here, but make him owe us. So that's what looked like the premises of this meeting was after all the hoot and holler and back and forth was how to get him here, how to get him to owe us. Um, and of course you have oh my god, Hinata up there just been a spectator because they asked her to join because they know the rumor got around that Hinata tied Rimuru in a fight. So in case anything went crazy, they expect Hinata to take control of the situation. Um, I will say the more it's showing Hinata now and her thought process and how she thinks about things is making me really like her even more as a character because she's kind of just pointing out how idiotic and how greedy these individuals sound as they're commenting on bringing in first fearing somebody and then like we're gonna bring them in to help protect us, which, was understandable, or allow him in order to help protect him, which is understandable. But then you get the concept of, but he's going to owe us. It's like, no. If you're already getting protection from him, you shouldn't, you know, then make it seem like he owes you for protecting you. What? But her listening into it, she makes no comment. She's kind of just thinking herself, and I really like that way. I'm really enjoying her inner thoughts and learning how she thinks. As she's leaving out of the meeting, because she's like, "This is such a farce. I'm gone." The prince. Oh my god, this guy seems like an idiot. You always gotta have those princes and royalty who think they're just above everything and they run the world because blah blah blah. And she straights up in their meeting tells, like, why would I want to join your side? Why would I want to be your bodyguard? Why? In just a very most subtle way, and it irks him. It irks him so much. Um, but when she leaves out of the meeting, she literally turns like half her head, just like, I trust Rimuru more. Or no, she said it's it's unfortunate for you that I trust Rimuru. Oh, cold line, cold line. I was like, wait. Um, but uh as she's walking out, she starts to think, was all this set up by someone? And I love how she never fully believes everything she sees or everything she hears, like you say. She's always like, there's got to be more to it. Just keeping that little bit of skepticism. And I live my life like that too. You don't fully believe everything. I mean, we have phones, for God's sake, that has the internet that can, you can look up and read anything and then look at different articles and learn about stuff. And she kind of has, I think she's always skeptical about stuff. And I love that about Hinata. She never just, well, aside from when she got tricked into fighting Rimuru, I guess. Well, I guess this is her character development. Yeah. Uh, but it's pretty cool. Oh, we got to see Shion. Yes. More of Shion, please. More. Mas. So, Shion, it was sad she couldn't go to the meeting, unfortunately, at the end. But Coach Rimuru, it's like, yo, Shion, if everybody is leaving, no one can guard Tempest. We need you to guard Tempest. And her whole mood changed from almost throwing a tantrum of not being able to go to yes, I'll do it. And she even had little remove flags at the end when they're getting ready to leave. Oh, she was so cute. She's just a powerhouse and still cute. Um, but for the most part, that was what we got to see. I think we saw a little bit of I forgot her name, the Razzo, Greed. I'm just call it Greed. And just kind of going over the concept of money, how money, how there's always a currency before money. She was like, things were bought with uh grain, like raised grains or bread grains or wheat or something like that. And then it went to like banknotes and promises. And then, now you got the monetary value of currencies and things like that. And it's just how things can be controlled. Currency runs the world, yeah. Um, But yeah, so that was, for the most part, that was about it. It was cool. It was cool. Wait for the next episode, see how it goes. Um, Recap comes soon. But as for the announcement, some of you may know that has seen the videos and have followed me on here that I do stream on Twitch, I do stream on YouTube, and I'm looking to actually potentially start a Whatnot account too. Simply because I have a ton of cards, Pokemon and One Piece cards, and I'm trying to get rid of them. I try to do giveaways on my Twitch channel, but obviously I would need more viewers to give them away. So if I can't do that, I may just try to do Whatnot. And so we're looking at, I have a ton of Pokemon cards and I have a ton of One Piece cards and things like that. And I would probably be looking to use either open packs and then, sell them as they are, or uh sell the packs. I don't know. I also have singles that I would like to get rid of. Oop, like sorry. Got like the Psyducks, uh, got some hits from different ones. Trying to look into finding ways to, working with those. And those are some of the full arts for the Pokemon, and of course, and then we have the One Piece ones. I got that Rob Lucci right there, and I may do like singles and things like that. Single sales, pack sales, who knows? But really, just I'm starting to accumulate a whole lot. Behind this green screen behind me is a whole lot of cards, Pokemon and One Piece. Trying to find something to do with them. I was trying to give them away on my stream, on my Twitch Twitch streams, but you gotta get viewers to do that. So next step would be, I guess, whatnot. I don't know. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. That was my recap and an announcement on season four, or yeah, the new season four, episode four, I believe, or season three, episode four. I'm kind of lost at this point. But yeah, and hopefully see you guys soon next time on the next recap, or on Twitch or on YouTube. Check me out, or potentially whatnot soon. Whatnot soon. Have a nice day. Peace out. Oop.